Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ikra, a project team leader who has registered for PAC Generative AI Training Hackathon with the 5 team member. Our project idea is taken from cybersecurity field and its title is Phishing URL Detection Web Application. So this is the agenda of our project. Before coming towards that how we identify the problem, let me first define that what is phishing. So in cybersecurity field, phishing is a deceptive practice used by the threat actors to trick individual into providing sensitive information like you can say username, password, credit card number or other personal detail, and these attacks are carried out through emails, website or messages that appears to be from a legitimate organization. So now why we choose to solve this issue? So then let me ask you two questions. Did you know that phishing attack cost businesses billion of dollar annually? And how can you show that the website you are about to visit is legitimate? So, a recent study found that 90% of data breaches begin with a phishing email. And so, one question rising that in today's digital world, phishing attacks are a significant threat to individual and organization for both. So, what step we do take to protect ourselves from these phishing attacks? So, this presentation will introduce a web application designed to help user identify and provide a malicious URL. The main goal of this application is to detect whether a URL is a phishing link and to classify further into as a phishing, legitimate, and malicious. Also, this app will provide a user-friendly interface to input URL for checking, and a model is trained for a specific data set. So now come towards the methodology. So it consists of simply a four-step methodology we use. It involves data preparation, feature extraction, train the model, and at last deployment on a Hugging Face. So now we will go through how we develop this app. So the very first step was data preparation. We first searched for the data on an open source Kaggle and download it. Then we prompt on a chat GPT to provide guidance, to take a guidance step by step from it, and also code write up as well from chat GPT. Then we use Google Colab to test the code in which necessary libraries were installed, data was uploaded, which we have downloaded from Kaggle, and which further clean and pre-processed for the model. Now, what does the code include before training? So, it consists of feature extension which we want from a URL. As a journal overview, let me tell you that there is a difference between a legitimate and phishing URL. Phishing URL length is longer, contain unusual character like underscores, multiple dots, and presence of special character. They also have a newly registered domain and might use IP addresses as compared to legitimate. So all these functions were included in the code to detect phishing. The next step was a model training. So we have used 3 model in this project. Their name are mentioned in the slide. You can see the first one is decision tree, which provide a simple and interpretable model to classify URL. The second one is a random forest, which enhance and reduce overfitting. The third one is XG Boost, which provides state-of-art performance machine learning algorithm to detect spam, fraud, and ability to handle large data set. So once code start working according accurately on a Google Colab, the next step we did was deployment on a Hugging Face. We get the 2 files app.py and requirement code from ChatGPT by giving prompt and running the Hugging Face using Stamli. So load the training model files on a Hugging Face. It took some time, and at last our application interface was ready. And this is how our interface looks like. And there we have some tested some URL to check whether it is phishing or not. So we get the result very accurately. So now comes towards the real world application of this project. So the first one I have highlighted that it enhanced the user safety by providing user a tool to quickly check whether the phishing of URL to check the phishing of URL and empower how to make informed decision and avoid clicking on a malicious links. This app will helps prevent the user data from potential threat, and I will say that it improve the cybersecurity posture means that it will provide you can say facility to detect and respond at first by organization and individual. Also this app can serve as a educational tool which will arise awareness about phishing threat. Also it has will reduce the burden of IT team. Now come towards the live demo. Okay, this is the code we have Google Colab. We have put our code on a Google Colab to check its accuracy, that it is working accurately or not. After that, once it runs all the steps run accurately, we have deployed this on a Hugging Face. So this is the file. I'm clicking on the file areas. So these are the file areas, our app.py, requirements.txt, our two files, and these are all the train model files which we have uploaded on a Hugging Face. And now this is our interface. It will take some time to load. So this is our web-based application. So now I'm going to put a URL from a dataset to check whether our app is working accurately or not. So let's see how it works. Now I'm going to put, first I will select the decision tree model and check. Look, it see that the link is not legitimate. Okay, and I have checked all of the three models on the URL. Let's check another URL to see whether it's working or not and giving result accurately. So now let's just put another URL, selecting model, and let's see. Yes, it is giving a result as mentioned in a dataset. It means that our model trained accurately without any error. Okay, I'm taking another URL from the dataset and check and selecting model to check. So you can see that how it is working. Now I'm using an other website, OpenFish, which contain a phishing URL. So I'm taking one of the URL from it to check, other than our data set, that our app will work for this or not. So let's see. So now I'm putting a URL from OpenFish website, which was reported there as a phishing, and you can see that it is also working accurately, means our model is trained perfectly and it can detect any phishing URL.